Hello, and welcome to Deb's Cast Ops. We may have done this a couple of times behind the scenes. We've been streaming for a year, or 52 episodes, and we're all here to kind of celebrate and go through, look back on what we've done. So, joined by myself, Barnaby, Wally, and James, and we're going to look back on a year's worth of streams.
We have done a lot of random stuff in the last year.
Yeah, I think we might kind of go through our back catalogue and have a look at where we started from and where we end up. Because I think recently things have been fairly consistent. We've kind of set into groove of building our home sort of or our lab setup where we can mess around with the servers that we have for the gaming stuff. But it was a lot sort of freer form at the beginning with less of a direction.
I think one of the reasons we're trying to push on to get the home lab stuff like stable is as soon as we have the platform, it's a lot easier to mess around with the like extra stuff. Whereas some of the stuff we've done before, it's a lot of just like quickly try and spin something up so we could do a demo of something else completely different.
Yeah, we have our own internal developer platform.
Ooh,
Wow, yeah.
fancy.
We're getting there.
We can have Spotify backstage as well.
No,
Come on.
Waypoint.
Huh?
Waypoint is the hashy
Waypoint.
sort of
What is
alternative.
Waypoint is the hash alternative to backstage.
But why should I go for Waypoint instead of Spotify backstage?
It integrates a lot nicer with Terraform.
it integrates only with Terraform. People don't know just because Waypoint is one of those really obscure things. Terraform has low-code modules, so you can make a module that you can just one-click deploy the code for. Waypoint is kind of a nice wrapper around that, so you can give a developer a really nice catalog of what they can deploy, and they have like add-ons that you can be like, oh, I want a database with my application. You just kind of one-click deploy database, adds it into your app. You can then use it. Someday we will play with Waypoint.
Yeah, once we get everything.
I know, right? But before we get to that, we need to also actually finally work with console. We need to get past this setup stage of console. I am yet to see a console service file or whatever you want to call it.
Service mesh.
We
use it
don't
for
need-
Minecraft.
We don't need service files
See, that's
Because-
the thing. I don't know. I wouldn't know that.
because Nomad manages our service deployment, so it hooks directly into console. So you don't need the kind of service file.
Yeah, well, we need to use it either way. I need to see it usable.
It's
I
being
need-
We are
used.
using
Minecraft
it.
uses it.
Wait, how
You're
come
like-
that was in the stream? Who wrote that?
I think it's just part of. I can't remember how it's set up. The traffic just picks it up.
So, sorry, I think it may not have been a stream. It was 4 lines of Nomad config.
Yeah, but see, you're referring to console being used within Traffic, right? So
No, you're
like
you're
I have
talking
that
about
as well, but,
console,
like, that doesn't
not
count.
traffic. We can't use traffic to do Minecraft. It just doesn't work. It's a whole thing.
Oh,
It's a limitation with how Minecraft runs on pure TCP, so you don't get the presentation layers and HTTP stuff running on top of it. So the domain name routing and level 7 routing, level 6, level 7 routing doesn't really work for game servers.
Is it UDP?
UDP TCP. Well, it needs both of them.
Oh, interesting. I didn't realize it needed both.
I thought there was a section on Traffic for that.
Yeah, but you can't
For
do domain name based routing through traffic. So we could do like port forwarding, but I just use a static port currently. So maybe at some point we'll edit our Minecraft server to care about it. But
I feel like
That's
the
a lot of
Minecraft
work for
server
Minecraft.
might die before we get around to that. Swap the game, do something else.
Editing the Minecraft server file this fine is probably not a good idea.
You don't want to lose however many hours have been sunk into that
So many
work.
hours.
All right. So basically, so far we've worked a lot with Nomad, i.e. Ansible. Which
We've
technically
worked a
is not
lot
a
with
hashy
Ansible.
product.
Not
Ansible
yet.
is not a
Not
an
yet.
IBM
to be
product.
hash it to be product. Actually, no, IBM no. Wait,
IBM.
how will we be referencing them now? Because obviously they're gonna be pulled out. So IBM product.
So you've got IBM. Then underneath
Yeah.
IBM, you've got Red Hat, HashiCorp, and
Yeah.
Red Hat make Ansible, HashiCorp make Hashi products.
It's a subsidiary.
They are
IBM then. So we should
Yeah,
just
they're-
call it IBM products.
no. Well, yeah, they'll both be IBM products, but
Yeah.
like Ansible will be a Red Hat product, but not a HashiCorp
Yeah,
product.
but remember, we are actually. I was about to say about company stuff because when you say where you're from, as in what your company is again, what do you say at the end?
Our company is a wholly owned subsidiary of another company, but we've now lost our name.
But it'd
Exactly.
be like
And then it says Hitachi owned.
you don't say like Dairy Milk is a craft chocolate bar.
Let me Google that.
Or is it
I don't
Pepsi is
know
made
that.
by?
Innocence is a Coke product.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's different. See,
Coca-Cola
that
smoothies.
one. Have you seen the map of everything that Coke owns? I will obviously I can't keep up with that, but I can keep up with this.
I was about to say IBM's map probably isn't that much smaller. It's just a different space.
I mean, neither's Hitachi's.
Yeah, like these big conglomerates, they have lots of companies beneath them. So you just normally refer to like the branding of the company that they're selling it through.
Should we talk about some of the videos we've done?
Yeah, shall we flick back through the
Infinity? All this.
I don't think anyone. Fortunately, it's just us that has to put up with the pain of my infinite screen for now.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah. I can see you're not sharing the.
Yeah, I still have control elsewhere. So now the users can see our back catalogue. Do you remember where we started off?
DevCast Ops. Perfect name for the stream.
HashiCorp podcast. I think that was we were just chatting about news for the first one. The very first one, I don't know, it doesn't exist anywhere anymore unless someone secretly caught it live. I don't think
secretly recorded it live. Like Twitch didn't even save it.
Yeah.
Like the first couple we started and Hashi was just delivering news. I suppose Hashi Days would have just happened, and like there's a lot of other news they just dropped week after week.
I think we have one on Hashi Days as one of our early ones.
Hashi Days announcements. Episode 8.
Yeah, so episode 8.
Yeah, so we would have started just before Hashi Days last year.
Yeah, I know our year is a little bit confusing because it's a year's worth of episodes. Our official one started a little bit longer ago because of various public holidays and private holidays. We haven't streamed every single Monday, but we've streamed most of them.
We've been about fun over being militant at every must stream every week. Streaming every week's better for getting traction and stuff, but like whatever.
It looks like we've missed eight weeks over the course of the year, which ain't too bad.
Something like that.
Yeah. So started off with the lots of news, and then we had, I guess, the first lab ones we did do episode 2 and 3 was us getting Vault running in a Kubernetes cluster.
This is just on your kind server on your laptop, wasn't it?
Yeah, I just ran that locally.
Was there a reason why we wanted to put Vault in Kubernetes?
I think I'd been having I was trying to set it up for something else, and it had been unusually annoying to get it to interface with other stuff. So I think it was just running through that process and kind of going on showing like the Helm chart modifications. I'm not sure if I can remember exactly what it was that we did to get it to be interfaceable, but yeah, it was something that seems like it should be easy, that you just spin up a Helm chart and it's accessible, but there's the Kubernetes problems of ingresses into cluster.
Yeah, certainly with like local stuff.
One of my friends told me on one of my trips, I think it was the trip to Edinburgh, right? The person, this friend of mine, recommended that, we should always do this where we ask what we're grateful for at the end of the week. So rather than asking for what we're grateful for at the end of the week, we should ask for what are we grateful for about this?
What grateful for about
like
DevCast Ops?
1 year. So
I think I'm grateful, like the stuff that I've got to learn from it. Like we've ended up doing some weird things that we probably wouldn't have done otherwise. So it's been a good learning experience.
100%.
We can touch the. I mean, I can touch the tools. I can't speak to you two. Hopefully, you guys enjoy these tools as well. Let me touch the tools that we enjoy. The amount of times I've seen Nomad, like every time I see Nomad, like this tool looks amazing, and I've never had a chance to actually play with it at a like proper level. And now we're running Minecraft servers off, and I mean, as we go up some of the other ones, like every random one-off episode we've done has all been like a pet project or pet thing that we want to do. Maybe it's not gone as far as it should have done. I'm sure we'll get.
One day I'll come
Some of
back
them,
to doing CDK. and
I mean,
stuff.
yeah, CDK.
Yeah, there's a couple in here that we did. Boundary, I think, will come back. I think that'll be one of the things that we definitely integrate into our platform once it's more stable.
Yeah, I've been on the private beta for Boundary, and God, it's nice. Doesn't work so well for Windows yet, but like it is so
Hold
nice with
on,
Ansible.
Hold on. Yes, it is nice, but let's not forget what the issue is currently with it.
Well, yes.
I don't know how you're dealing with it. I don't know how you're dealing with that thing. It's just, let me tell Barnaby. You know, last week when I was having internet issues.
Oh, and it is in the way of your
I
DNS.
had the same
It was
issue.
Boundary. It turns out it was Boundary that was messing me up.
I had the same issue on Saturday. I was trying to get. So on my desktop, I don't run it anymore. On my laptop, it's fine, but I use my laptop mainly at the moment to run Ansible via Boundary alias because it's the only machine I've got that can.
It's just your Boundary laptop.
But they'll fix it. They'll get there.
Yeah, because it's still not.
Yeah.
It's still version 0.
And uploading to Google Drive.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, very early. It's
0.7, is it? I can't remember what the exact version is off my head. Yeah, I guess here's episode 14 was where we started on what has kind of become our sort of environment that we're running.
Oh yeah, that was my
getting
local
started
stuff.
with console. It was when you bought the server and we had Proxmox on it and started setting up a console cluster with Ansible.
5 servers, 5 clients.
Yeah, full like production grade. Maybe not the size of the VMs.
It was not for the cost of the server. It was not that expensive. Like compared to actually doing it in AWS, it was nothing. Like it was so cheap.
Yeah.
And someday maybe I'll set it
noise.
back up. It was loud, and I may have broke it trying to make it quieter.
Does it still live in the shed?
Still lives in the shed. I now have I'm moving into another. I've got another server idea, which is going to hopefully be quieter and be able to live under my desk. So we'll see.
You're going to start liquid cooling servers.
Maybe.
Yeah, so a few weeks of console. We then had a little side with Discord and Terraform.
I wanna get back to that. I think it's a really cool idea. God, it's been 9 months. The last time I messed with it, it didn't just work, and then I rage quit. I think I've got it to work since. But yeah, some of the Terraform provider stuff isn't just like, and it's instant. But no, I'd like to get back to that. It'd be a good thing to have.
Yeah, episode 20, I think was the last time we did it. We messed around setting up a provider for it, and then do you know if they've got any file further with the? It's like you point it at the API docs and it will generate you a provider. I guess that's what Cloud Connect, is it? What was it? The AWS one they released when GA
AWSTC or whatever it's called.
Where it just reads essentially the API docs and generates Terraform off that.
Which is it's a crazy thing to do. I don't know if the API docs will be in the right spec.
It requires good documentation.
Or documentation in the right format.
God, we did a lot of console early on.
That's because we kept getting stuck.
I remember there was a lot of episodes that we didn't get very far in on those early days.
Yeah, there's a few TLSs down here under different guises, console TLS. Then we moved on to ACL, then back to TLS. But then setting up a padlock, which is a different form of TLS.
Padlocks don't even exist anymore.
No, you get
Wait.
oh no,
Even
I've got a
on other
padlock.
browsers? Or even on other browsers? Because I know for Chrome, yes, but like,
Yeah.
Sorry, Chrome has killed the padlock.
yeah.
I'm still living my old Safari life with my little
They-
padlock.
Yeah.
I don't
Padlock.
think Google likes the fact that the padlock makes you think you're on a secure website when the website could be doing anything. It's just the connection that's secure.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
data you're sending to
thing
that
is
dodgy
data.
website can't be intercept, or is harder to intercept, but what they do with it is still completely up to them. I'm trying to think, did we ever do I think we ever did one on setting up Factorio. I think I just did that quietly in the background. Never went into it.
I'm pretty sure nothing was ready at that point. So we're just like, because that was just when we started moving. I think the setting up the centralized is when we started moving into GCP.
And we
Maybe.
set up Nomad first in order for us to actually even start playing anything.
Yeah. So 32 was when we started setting up, yeah.
Because Factorio was just like pure server.
Pure server. It was all Ansible and Terraform. I think our world file is still in a Git repo, if anyone, which may or may not be public. So if people wanted to go and
Also,
play
I
on the
think
mess
by
of the world.
default is private by default.
Should we have a look? Should we see if that?
Yeah.
That's it. No, my thingy's disconnected.
Give away our GitHub secrets. I don't think we have any GitHub secrets.
Oh, I forgot I set up 2FA.
So if you were using 1Password, this is not an advert for 1Password, but out there.
You're pushing for that sponsorship.
You should at least set up passwordless.
Oh, I need to, sorry, let me just move
You can
things.
Can you not click the button so it doesn't show onto the thing if you're trying to hide it?
I cannot remember, and it's easier for me to move it to a second window and definitely not share it than faff around for a few minutes and accidentally share it. Although
that's fair.
I don't know how. Right. Oh, it's the top one. I haven't been on this for ages. Is this public? No, this is private. Yeah, our world's still in here. Yeah.
That's fun. Your pipeline failed though.
My pipeline failed.
You had a cross. I assume the last thing you did is Terraform failed.
That wouldn't surprise me.
Has anyone actually checked in on our Terraform workspaces to see if we're Terraform
No Terraform files found in the. Oh,
Perfect.
Did you move stuff?
Our Terraform workspaces. Mine's the only one that's failing.
Yeah, they're fine.
They're fine.
The core, the GCP base had some errors, but I commented out the failing codes and it now no longer has errors.
I guess we don't need the commented out code then.
We weren't using it for anything, so no.
Yeah, I wonder if this is pointed to a different thing. It's very simple stuff. It's just setting up. I think it had I guess the most complicated thing was it had a shared drive. I can't remember if we ever set it up to pull. Does it pull from the other state? Or is it data?
I remember you were doing something where you would, after the Terraform is run, you now use the Terraform output to generate a file into the Ansible.
Oh yeah. What was it? It's locals. Yeah, this was there was something in here that
Maybe
I did that was
this code,
it was this code originally. I don't know if I tidied it up at some point.
Oh, fair.
I think we moved away from it because as we're all private networks, we're very like, these are our IP addresses, so we're just hard coding IPs.
Yeah, it did originally have something where it would essentially print the Ansible inventory into the Ansible repo.
That doesn't work when using GCP.
No. So getting Ansible for Trust Vault. I've lost where we're in this. We
Start going Nomad.
Yeah. I set up
Start.
Minecraft. We set up I guess we must have set up Minecraft Nomad before this. Where's our first Nomad stream? Or did we just deploy?
I think we just deployed it with Minecraft, like the
I guess home lab and then into Minecraft, because we came to the end of Factorio and we're like, oh, we want to swap to Minecraft, but we'll do it through Nomad.
Yeah, and we thought Nomad was going to be simple.
In fairness, it didn't take us that long.
10 episodes later, we got there.
God, the storage was a bit of oh yeah, because we had two aspirations of the storage. So we first did it to the disk, and we just pointed it at the save disk, and then we migrated to
CSI.
And CSI Part 1, Part 2, Part 3. That was a faff because there was weird stuff with Docker.
Well, it's not a faff. It's just undocumented. Like now I know. Now I've like seen it and vaguely know how it works. It's fine. Like I've had to do AWS. And it's like, oh yeah, okay. I can see how AWS maps to GCP. But when it's like I want to use GCP, and there's just no information out there, it's like this isn't helpful.
Yeah, that took a while. That was very much trial and error. We got there in the end. Pointed it to the same disk, just instead of mounting it to the server, it's just done through the CSI, which is cleaner.
Oh yeah, we didn't even move it.
Actually brings us to the fact that we did something that didn't have a lot of documentation around it. If we had a blogging site, we could blog it.
Yes, someday we will get a blogging site up and running.
Converting
the hope.
Yeah.
Those three going to blogs would probably be a good one. There's some later on.
Which other one?
The CSI, Nomad, and GCP, because that I still don't think it's documented anywhere.
Yeah.
That would make a good blog.
100%.
Tidying up. Let's Encrypt. I enjoyed the Let's Encrypt stuff. That was a nice. I think getting the encryption.
Yeah, I look forward to the Let's. Yeah, the Let's Encrypt's a little bit janky still. It'll be nice when we have our Ansible, because the Let's Encrypt kind of is built that if there isn't a key specified, it just continues. So when we get it into if we ever move it into like a GitHub pipeline, maybe at some point in the future, it'll be good to get the DNS loaded in. So every time it runs, it sets that up correctly. Because judging by that, we're a month off seeing if our auto renew actually works.
But doesn't it regen the cert every time we run the Ansible? I guess we'll find out.
No, it only does that if you. I think it only does that if you pass in the creds, the like Cloudflare. DNS creds, whatever it is.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll find out in a month.
And then immediately after setting up TLS, having to remap everything to
it. Everything then breaks.
You're secure now. Start again.
I mean, it's almost like we had to edit like most of our code to care about TLS.
Yeah, and then we're pretty much up to date. There's we haven't published last week's stream yet, but that was us chatting about Hashi Days again. Getting Nomad to talk to stuff.
Wasn't last week the one where we played chess?
Yeah, and we're talking about Hashi Days. I like how for you chess was the most important bit of that stream.
Oh no! It's just part of the important part of it.
Maybe we need a competitive Barnaby vs. Wiley weekly chess stream.
I'll have to brush up. Wiley's got a lot better than when we used to play in the office.
Yeah, he had that mindset that he's gonna destroy me. He was in for a surprise. But that's the difference between you and him, though. If that was James will never give up. He will be hoping for me to make a mistake. You, on the other hand, you didn't hope for me to make a mistake. You just decided, need this right. But you just thought, nope. not bothering with this.
Trying to think if there's any fun
One of
things
the
on that.
videos.
Mhm.
So one of the videos you skipped over, one of the very early ones, which I think was the first time we kind of messed with a feature as it came out, was episode 5, the OIDC with Terraform, which I think that was like as it came out, or certainly as I found it, which is the ability to authenticate Terraform into AWS without, which is maybe should have a better title, authenticate Terraform to AWS through workload identity.
I think they call it federated identity.
Sorry, federated identity. It's not work. Yeah, it's not workload. It's federated, which means you then don't have to worry about long-lived secrets and stuff. It's all about trusting the app.terraform.io cert.
Yeah, because they're doing a similar. They've been doing a lot of that with Vault recently. They did it for AWS not that long back,
Yep.
or a bit back, sort of in the last year or so. But then they've just done it for GCP as well. So essentially, with Terraform, sort of similar to Vault, the Terraform Vault has a signing key which is private, and then you give the public key to AWS and tell it trust this, and then the requests to generate credentials or authenticate are done by that sort of private key has signed the request. So then they go, oh, we trust that.
Anything that's keys passing around is a lot nicer.
Tempted to go and have a look through our repos and see what's sort of hidden behind the scenes. See if we've
Oh God.
got 27 repos. We said we were going to tidy this up, and
we need to
Still in progress.
we need to do a day like we did the board game before, and because it's just so much easier when you're together.
Yeah, there's some fun thing. I know this one. I have some weird validation stuff in one of these. Is it this one? No, it'd be in variables, of course. It'd be. Ended up going.
Yeah.
I quite like my nested objects when defining stuff, because you're keeping information about something in the structure of the object can be quite useful, I find. This one's not kind of mapped out particularly neatly, so I've only kind of defined it one layer down, but essentially if you have relationships and you can define them in objects, you can then you infer the relationship from the position they're on the object, so you have to have less things specified, and it makes it easier to keep track of stuff. But then I think I wanted validation, which essentially loops through this and makes sure these labels are added, and the only ones that are required are, I think, department at the moment. There's some fun
Which
stuff.
I think most people, in a way, would use Sentinel more than variable validation. Granted, shift left, but I think if you want to do anything more complicated than that, or if you want to make sure it's on all resources, not just disks, you'd use more something like Sentinel.
Yeah, ideally you kind of use both, because this, if anyone's playing with it, they enter it and they will immediately get back this error message sort of saying department is a required label. And then if they ignore, then if there's something that's missed in one of the modules that someone creates, they'll get blocked by Sentinel when it gets there. But this is also free. Sentinel, you do need the enterprise licenses to use, but can be very powerful if you're managing enterprise.
Based on the new payment structure, I mean, I wouldn't say it's new anymore, but like you get Sentinel now as well, but it's just in a way it's limited, I think. But
I think you get like one policy set or something.
Yeah, so 10 rules in it or something like that. But yeah, you can play around with it a little bit for free.
Yeah.
You could get very inventive in how you make those rules, though, because
you've only got 500 resources for free. So I'm curious to see someone that needs more than 10 Sentinel policies for less than 500 resources.
Are there any other repos that, I guess, here is where all of our Ansible playbooks are? And I guess that's the other one that I think would make a good blog, was the collections from Git, because Man, that was a nightmare to find anything about.
Oh yeah, how was it so complicated to find that information out?
Was this one DCO console? Just got there in the end, but it was real, just random threads and piecing them together. But
So it's interesting. Now I'm having to write more Ansible code, and I'm both writing it as a collection now. I'm just like, yep, that is the format I'm now going to write Ansible in. So if I ever need to use it in the future from something else, it's already in that format.
yeah, it's get the real nice logs now. Here's our Nomad job for Minecraft, which
It does a lot more than that. Someday I'll rename it to something more useful.
what do we have in here? All of our,
It's all our Nomad files.
and then the Terraform stuff for it as well.
I don't think that Terraform's even run anymore.
ICD policy, yeah, provider. And what those look like things that might have secrets. And I think we're pretty good about having secrets in
There should be no secrets in the Git.
We've had enough colleagues over the years burnt by pushing credentials to repos.
I've been burnt by putting a cred. I think I was streaming and I just had a cred like flash up on stream at one point and got a good like 20 grand AWS bill. Luckily, AWS are very nice, and if you're like, oh, I made a mistake, they will revert it. But obviously, there's only so many times you want to raise that support request.
Do you have a favorite repo out of the ones we've got here, Wally? Is there any that resonate with you particularly?
Yeah. I mean, the new ones that we just created, that was good. I like the problem repo as well.
I think this just contains all of our issues for our boards.
Yeah,
I like the naming. I think it was just James that just like, I was like, oh, what should we name it? James was like, the problem. I was like, oh, cool.
That was from when we were like, we're going to use GitHub projects to manage things. And I have never looked at GitHub projects since.
Yeah.
I think we looked at it for the first 2 weeks, you know, in our regular meetup on a Thursday. I remember.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
I don't know if much has changed.
After that,
Oh, Game's really getting like hot on the configuring extra 2FA. I already have 2FA and it wants another 2FA.
You used to have two. Or just have one. One set of TFA isn't strong enough. You need two 2FA at least.
It's permanently need that. Something I may set up another one at some point. But let's see. Should we have a look at the services we have? I think everything's running Nomad.
Yeah. Actually, you know what I was thinking we should have as well would be homepage. So it's called homepage, I think. So then we can have all our services on there.
So you want to have like home at devcastops.com or homelab at devcastops.com. It's like a landing page which shows you all your services.
Exactly. There is this simple Docker Compose file for that, but I don't. Obviously, we'll just convert it into Nomad.
Or we could just use any of the apps we already use.
Which is?
So Cloudflare does it. I haven't set up, but within Cloudflare you can tell it what your applications are, and then it will give you a like very click button approach to connecting to them.
Yeah, but then I'll have to log into Cloudflare. Whereas with this one, we won't need it.
You're already logged into Cloudflare. You can't access the services.
I'm not logged in right now.
And you can't
access the services, so it doesn't matter if you can. You won't be able to view your homepage without logging in.
Yeah.
I don't remember the last time I even turned on that VPN stuff.
Our little CloudWatch thing.
It's because you don't play Minecraft.
Yeah. I love how we still have the volume and the CSI, despite this not being used for anything. Or is this the volume? Oh no, this is through the CSI. It's not just a raw mounted volume.
Yeah, so that's the like connection between the. It's weird. Oh yeah, we've made our server be a node, so we don't get like, there's no nodes, unhealthy error.
Hold on, sorry. Why does it say your token expires in 8 minutes?
So it's going to expire in 8 minutes.
Because we've got very short-lived tokens.
Oh, where did you get it from? Sorry, I must have missed that.
It's single sign-on with Vault. Let me see if I can...
He hasn't just cached the admin token.
Yeah, sign in with Vault.
'Cause I don't
and
get
then-
that. I just mine is still.
Someone must
Yeah.
have cached the root token. Ta ta
Oh.
ta.
and that, yeah,
Man.
my Vault's done through. I don't know how long my Vault token lives for. One of our fun things for our service. I think this still works.
Yeah, until we put everything through traffic.
Oh, is our Nomad not HTTPS?
It should be.
Everything should be HTTPS now, isn't it?
Yeah. So this is. Oh,
Yeah, that's fine. Why is it not working? Ooh, James.
shit, the redirect URL. It's weird because I've single
No.
signed on with Vault
Yeah,
to this.
no. But your redirect
Oh, of
is
course.
nomad dot.
You faffing around.
Try to show something cool. That's the problem.
Yeah. We have. I thought we had console set up as well. I don't think we have a lot set up in here. I think this token lives forever.
It's their default token.
Assets.
Self-token, isn't it? This
Can we
is-
give you autocomplete?
Oh, I don't think so. The regular one is Vault, but the commands
doesn't
in
have
here is
access.
a bit weird.
You could probably look at your lease if you can bother to go that far.
I don't think I get a lease off the token.
Oh, you got to search leases.
No, if the lease is there, it will populate it. If I generate a lease for something, but I don't think. Oh, we got secret sync.
No, we don't. That's an
But-
enterprise feature. They're trying to be like, hey, if you had enterprise.
What version of Vault are we on? 16.2. There's client
We need to
side. I'm
bump.
on 15 point something. So
We need to
Wow.
bump all our things.
yeah, because it's
But
what.
if we wanted something, if we finished talking about things, we want something to do. 17's out.
GCP, Nomad, Terraform, token. That's a
Trying
lot.
to make useful layering of things. That secret test job, secret test group, secret test task probably isn't needed anymore.
What do you mean? This is from doing the Nomad stuff way back
Yeah.
in the day.
I wonder if Terraform will regenerate that at some point.
Maybe.
No, I feel we manually created that.
I
Like
think
that plugin GC control, like that is a manual decision.
yeah, we don't have much in here, I guess. Nomad, Vault, default, admin. I can't remember what's in the console UI. Do we have single sign-on set up for that as well?
Do we even have ACL enabled?
We have ACL enabled console. It's one at the end.
Oh yeah, doing the official.
I don't think we do. You may need to grab a token.
And the discard.
You should be able to grab one from here, right?
Not automatically. You could. It's somewhere in Discord.
Yeah.
Let's see. There's like some tricks you can do, so we'll try and have a look at this.
I didn't realize you can just open the API Explorer.
Yeah, it's a nice little trick. Console Cres. Do you know what our console?
Well, you can get all the roles.
Like me
No, the one beneath that would give you the roles.
Yeah, and then you can execute
Try
them
it
from
out.
here. Try it out.
Execute.
Keys strike.
Execute.
I hit execute.
No, you clicked try out.
Oh, there we go. That's true. And keys admin. These are short-lived,
No.
right?
Sure.
uh,
Then you run the post.
Yeah.
I wish they have this for like Nomad and console as well. Where you can just play with the API like this.
Remind me to wipe my vault token after this. Errors failed.
You need max TTL, or just maybe delete the body. Like that body is like what is being sent, so you may just be able to delete all that. And then click execute again.
Okay, clear. Request body required. Let's just reset. Try it out. So console policies. I don't think I need. Let's see. I think I need this. We don't have namespace. Console roles. Do we need showing admin? Should we try it with an empty and see what happens?
I think try with empty.
I guess it probably still wants that. How do I exit this?
Nope.
Do you know how to get rid of this?
You're not allowed to exit anymore.
Is it that one? There we go. Yeah. Errors. Either use a policy list. Can you remember what our console policies are?
Well, the
Should be
code will
admin.
tell me.
We use policy document or list of policies. So we need. I assume we just have to call it admin.
Yeah. Shoot.
Where did we even configure it?
204. There we go. Console. That's the request. Code description. Okay.
Console core. Yeah, admin.
This is making a role. I think I may have just broken this.
Is it the get?
Yeah, it'd been get creds, but I definitely have broken. Maybe that's gets creds. Let's see if it still works. There we go.
That'll explain why I wanted so much more information than just a token.
Can I not paste? Sure. There we go.
You got there in the end.
Got there in the end. We've got our Nomad client traffic. Nomad console. Don't have
Minecraft Snap.
Yeah, that's all dead. Yeah, that's kind of all of the things we've built. I haven't been in console for ages. Console roles, tokens.
I hope we're soon. That's you.
Yeah.
I hope we're soon going to be able to spend more time messing around with console. Like I really want to mess around with console connect and getting all that stuff working.
Yeah, put your cert to use.
So why is it all of the nonsense?
You struggling?
I was trying to provoke the token to see if, because in theory now if I refresh, this has kicked me out.
It's linked to a token.
So yeah, it's linked. Which I have an endless trouble of people going, they check out a token from Vault, get some dynamic creds, and go, I don't need the Vault token anymore, revoke it, and then wonder why their creds don't work.
Perfect.
It said on the box it will last for 8 hours. Right. So I'm flicking through so I can just go back to chatting. I don't think I have anything left to share.
Something else we've done in the last suppose, do you have any driving plans for the next year of what you guys want from this? Guys in this part?
I guess at some point we're swapping back to Factorio, so I'm going to be intrigued to see how to build that as a Nomad job, because before it was just raw execute binary on server. I could build a Docker image, but I'm tempted to try and build a raw Nomad job for it.
I mean, you should just be able to copy and paste your like user data, metadata stuff. Slightly nice if you need curl, you can use artifacts, but it should be pretty easy. maybe before maybe with plenty of time we can do a stream of trying to set that up.
Yeah, because we're kind of messing around with Packer and getting that to consume our refactored console code that's now pulled as from Git, which is nice. I think
It's one of the reasons why we started pulling the code apart, so we can hopefully ingest it into Packer.
Yeah, I guess maybe when that's done, it might be time to start building that Factorio job to see how quickly that runs, so that when the next release comes out, we can jump on that. So that might be sooner rather than later.
That'll be
Fun. Wale, anything you want from this next year?
For me, it would be actually getting more into the pre-recorded stuff, because I like the Monday streams, which is fine. We focus more on getting things to work, but then I also want a separate video on, like, for example, how we got this CSI to work now. Do a video on how to get that to work. And the only problem I have now is like the editing aspect of things. But I have 2 kind volunteers on this stream that have volunteered to like teach me how to edit videos.
I'll help you out to edit. It's been ages. I used to vlog back in the day. I'm not going to tell you the channel. If you can find it, fair enough. But
I'm pretty sure knowing your naming standards is probably the same as everything else. Let's go. Let's make it a mission. Let's see. YouTube, right?
Yeah, YouTube.
All right. Give me 2 minutes.
You need like your Facebook or something. Like that's the way of finding that stuff, is the jumping around random social media accounts.
Oh my goodness, I haven't posted anything to Facebook in years.
I found a friend's YouTube channel by like going from 6 social media accounts to then having one that had their YouTube, and it's like, yes, perfect.
I don't think
nice bit of social engineering.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I put it on my Facebook. I may have posted about it,
but it needs like Facebook linked to Twitter, which is linked to like Tumblr, which is one of them has like you put your YouTube in there. That's all it needs.
I think one, I was never that bothered about sort of social medias, and 2, I think quite early on I kind of got into, like, I had quite an interest in cybersecurity and social engineering, so I very quickly realized that posting stuff online is a really risky game in the public domain. It's like the classic ones of like, if you're going on holiday, don't post on Facebook. Like, I'm going on holiday.
Don't post publicly on Facebook.
No. You know, I'm going on holiday. I am here. Like, yes, you're going on holiday. Fine. But then sharing your location and everything. Yeah. Actually, to be fair, even that going on holiday as well. Yeah, you're right.
Well, it's like the
your house is free.
Yeah, loving the beach life, and someone goes, "Great, empty home."
It's the fun thing you don't really realize about like vlogging and pre-recorded content of trying to never record around your like local area. So always go like one station over before you do any recording, so no one can really find where you live.
Yeah, I was traveling at the time, so it wasn't really an issue.
Just posting to the world that you're not here.
Clues. I don't have a permanent home in the UK, so there wasn't anywhere to roam.
Did you at some point use your real name on your channel itself?
Probably. I can't remember.
I'm bad. I use the same username for like everything, just because I'm lazy. So from my username, you can get to pretty much any social media that I've ever had. Well, I mean, my username's changed at one point, so there's like a cutoff between them. But like, I'm just, it's so much easier when I can be like, hey, this is my username on anything. Don't have to care.
My favorite bit of like home automation, kind of looping back to why and like things like cybersecurity, is like I really don't trust Rimbas.
What?
Because, or if I ever got one, I would make sure it's as like network segmented as it possibly could be. Because one, it has a map of your home.
Yep.
Two, it has the schedule of when you're out. It's the perfect thing to hack to figure out when to go into someone's house.
Google the Nest heating would be just as good because it learns when you turn the heating up and down, assuming that when you come home you turn the heating up, when you leave you turn it down.
Yeah, you still don't have the full floor plan though, so you know all the rooms and where to go.
That's true. You don't have the floor plan.
There was a weird thing with the Google Nest things that I think if you use like a certain frequency of laser, you could trigger the microphone.
Oh, of course you could.
So if you left like your Nest facing outwards, then someone could essentially, and you had a smart lock, you could like tell it to open doors and stuff like that.
That's why you should never put your like front door lock behind a microphone. Should we call a stream before?
Yeah, I think I've lost Wale to the whole of looking for my YouTube channel.
He's only got like what 100 billion videos to trawl through, and then I'll find one.
I'm still here, guys. I'm still here.
Yeah,
just listening.
I think it's been nice, sort of kind of reviewing the year, reflecting. That's the one I was really looking for. Reflecting on the year's worth of streams. I had a funny thought about it because the streams are about an hour. In total, it's 2 weeks of work.
We've done all of this stuff we've done has taken us 2 weeks, which is granted, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Like I know a lot of people that would do more than 2 weeks to do to get this set up.
But guys, the way I look at it is that was in the initial beginning. But now, if we now review this in another year, we would have probably done a lot more than this now because.
Oh god, yeah.
I think for like 2 weeks worth, it's 52 hours, so you're looking at something like 6 days, 6 or 7 working days, depending on what you call a working day.
Plus, I could see plus like extra time we've looked between streams as well. Like we've done work outside.
So probably about 10 working days of stuff. I think that's we have got a reasonable setup for 10 days of stuff, and the first like third of the time we weren't actually working on what we did now. We were just chatting about random stuff. So, but it's kind of funny to think like, oh, things seem like they're going slowly, but realistically, if we devoted all of our
working time on that,
it's quite good.
Our best video is still getting started with console part 3 and debugging DNS.
I think once the refactoring our Ansible code came close. I don't know.
Yeah, 96 Gs refactoring Ansible. And then console API and health checks, console ACL troubleshooting, home lab, Discord, Terraform stuff. A lot of console stuff, actually. A lot of like DNS console stuff is quite high.
I think networking is one of the topics that a lot of people sort of want to learn more about, so find they need to learn more about.
Have problems, want to find the problem, find the cause.
Yeah. I guess we'll wrap up. Say thank you for watching. Like on YouTube, follow on Twitter, subscribe on YouTube as well. And we will catch you next week, or I guess James and Wale will catch you next week. I am going on holiday and won't be able to join you.
Oh, I don't think I'll be here next week, so I'll just be Wale.
Holding down the fort.
No worries, I'll figure something out.
See you when we see you. Thanks
Bye.
for watching.
See ya.